Well, welcome back to another Dynodaze video. As you can see, a Milano red Honda Civic FN2 Type R on the dyno. Now, if you follow our channel and our TikTok and Instagrams and things like that, you've probably seen this car this week has had an RRC inlet manifold, a CPL Big Bore induction kit, a Piper true 3-inch manifold sports cat and exhaust system. Now it's time to tune it. So let's get cracking. Well, there we have it. FN2 came in stock.
Yeah.
Had RRC inlet manifold, CPL Big Bore induction kit, true Piper 3-inch exhaust mated to the Piper manifold, and Piper 3-inch sports cat.
Yeah. Good set of mods. Made good power off the bat. We didn't run this car standard because it was standard. To be fair, I was on holiday, so we didn't run it standard. Jazz had just got on and fitted the parts yesterday whilst I was on my way back from my holiday, so obviously I've mapped this morning. Yeah, so we didn't have a standard power run. We can assume this car was making 200 brake horsepower, can't you? You know what I mean? I mean, to be fair, it's done relatively low miles, this car. It's done 69,000 miles.
Yeah, so you'd like to think it had all of its power.
Yeah,
still.
It's all of its 200 horsepower. Yeah. And then obviously we've tuned, I mean, from where it was some money, with all the modifications on it, it made really good power. It made 230, didn't it, straight off the bat? Well, obviously that's not tuned at that point. That's just bolt-on modifications.
So with all that extra airflow, you probably suggested it may have been lean.
Yeah, maybe a little bit on the lean side. Obviously needed tuning. So we've done that accordingly. We've tuned, we've lowered VTEC, we've extended the rev range. We've obviously got the switchable maps and all the rest of it and the features. So obviously there's a lot of things
added. Flat foot shifting.
Yeah, there's
lots of fun.
Lots of stuff added to it, to the car. I think the slight downside to the sports car, in my opinion, is still get a little bit of a lull in the mid-range.
It does have that little lull.
We've fitted a lot of sports cats recently, due to obviously people having legality problems, obviously getting through MOTs and stuff, which I understand. And they just don't want the hassle when it comes to MOT. So that little lull we get in the mid-range is unfortunately a byproduct of staying legal in it. I'd like to see one with the decat on and see if
my friend, is Thursday's work.
Oh, is it? So I'd like to see one, see if if we lose that dip in the mid-range for a start, which I believe we will, and I mean, not when I say it's a dip, I'm not talking about it's like a ploughed field. It's just, it does loll off just slightly, and see if that makes a difference top end power.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Adam's car's coming in and he's having a very similar setup, but obviously because they're modular, so that he's bought a sports cat and a decat.
Yeah.
We're mapping it on the decat. He'll fit the sports cat for MOT. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah. Well, it should, like I say, it'd be nice to compare. We've done 2 now, haven't we, with the new Piper 3-inch system with sports cats, and had a very similar characteristics on both, haven't we? So, yeah. I mean, which you would obviously expect. So it'd be nice to see a decat one and see.
Yeah, and if you follow the YouTube channel, you'll know that the actual last time that we fitted a Piper, the Piper True 3-inch with the manifold of the sports cat, that also had two boxes.
Yeah.
And that replaced a Japspeed 4:1 manifold and M2 2.5-inch exhaust system, and made good gains over that. So even though it went from a decat to a sports cat,
yeah,
it still made considerable gains.
Well, I'm not saying it at this point that the sports cat's holding it back. I'm just saying it gives you a little bit. It's
the characteristics.
It gives the characteristics. It gives you a little bit of a lull in the mid range, like you say. But I've seen that from the Piper manifolds and their original sports cats. So I'm not concerned that there's an issue there or anything. I think it's just the flow of the sports cat. But yeah, should we have a look at that graph?
Let's look at the graph.
So there we go. Say it with me, guys. Red line is as she came in. Technically, it's as it first went on the dyno. Blue line is as she is now, mapped. So as she leaves, the blue line theoretically is just map. But yeah, look at that. That's great. You can see the little loll off that Richard's talking about in the blue line here, and that is the characteristics of the sports cat. We're never getting away from that. This car is legal, and it is amazing at 240 brake horsepower, which is 207 at the wheels. For those of you comparing wheel horsepower figure, comparing the wheel horsepower figure is always the most important figure. But there you go. What a brilliant car. Jello's really enjoyed working on this one. You worked really hard on this one, mate. It has to be said. Yeah, and it looks absolutely incredible, the RRC Elect manifold, mate, to the CPL. There's our Milo. Milo! No, Milo, here he is. You like that one? Yeah, he likes this one. Right, so thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. We'll see you on the next one, won't we, Jeno?
Well, indeed.
We will indeed. And Milo.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.